What's up? Where y'all at? It's that time again. 92 on your dial with your morning friends. No complaints. Thank the Lord. It's all you should say and leave the rest up to him, cause it's gonna be as the 92 crew get you on your way. Now you know we stay lit. Don't tell them what we might say. Guaranteed to make you laugh, cause all we do is play. And it's a petty point for you if you don't have what them old school jams make you reminisce about your funky ass sex or your very first kiss. Got you rocking side to side, hand up, say hey, cause you know it's gonna be today's gonna be a good day. Every day's a holiday. Keep the negativity up out my face. Today's gonna be a lovely. Today's gonna be a good day. Every day's a holiday. Keep the negativity up out my face.
Today's gonna be a lovely
day. Good morning to you, Sissy Brown.
Morning, Kitties Move. Hey, YouTube.
Sean Good up in this thing. I got it every day. She's back.
Hey, good morning.
You got to lean into the camera so they don't think I'm talking to,
They talking to a ghost.
Yeah, I know, right? You know what I'm saying? Good morning to you, and good morning to you, Crystal.
Good morning, everybody.
Been over that grumbling words pretty much the whole morning.
Trying to get the truth.
It's a Monday. We up in here ready to get this thing cracking. Hopefully you guys had an enjoyable weekend, kicked it and did your thing. And we ready to get back into it right here. It's the Kenny Smooth Morning Show. Let's see what's happening. Here's what's coming up today on the Kenny Smooth Morning Show.
The cicadas are on the way, and we cannot escape them. We'll talk about it on the top 5 things you need to know.
So Shedeur Sanders got pranked for the NFL draft, and we got an apology from the kid who did it. We'll talk about it in the Get Down.
And that was all good today. Was ready to kick his ass and I ain't scared. Okay? You need to quit meddling. Stay out of people's face. I'm talking about the same thing Sean talking about.
Okay. That's right. Real talk.
We're talking about it in real talk.
Right here on the KSMS. Also, a little later on, we're going to get into this situation with Shedeur Sanders. I mean, how does a guy with all the abilities in the world and all the pedigree and everything fall from first rounder to fifth rounder?
His daddy.
Yeah.
His daddy
and some
did
other
it.
factors in there, too. This is crazy, man. But we'll see how the NFL likes to play their game, too. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but you don't hear me, though. You're listening to Nashville's live and local KSMS, and, we are a live and local morning show out of Nashville, Tennessee. If it's your first time joining our podcast, we appreciate that, man. Hit the subscribe button. Do that. And we'll carry you around and navigate you through what's really going on here in Middle Tennessee, like this event coming up.
May 18th, the 4 Queens, they're going to be here, and we're giving away tickets all week long, so make sure you guys are listening up. Patty, Shaka, Gladys, and Stephanie are going to be here May 18th. Get your tickets now or just win them right here. But right now, it is time for your morning motivation with Kenny Smooth.
Good morning, Middle Tennessee. Time for you to get up, get out, and get something with your friends here at the Kenny Smooth Morning Show on this fine Monday morning. Would I like to motivate you to do anything this week? It would be to please go and get your annual physicals if you haven't done it already. Because you're paying for it at your job. They already taking it out your check. So you might as well do that and get that thing done so you can know. So you can know your blood sugar. So you can know where your pressure is and all the other things they do when they give you all of your diagnostics when you go get your health physical. Not going to the doctor won't make whatever issues you already have go away. Not going to the doctor is going to make you go away. So please, if it's been over 5 years and you like over 35 and you ain't been to the doctor at all, you need to get in line and get to that doctor, sir, ma'am. We want you on this side of the ground. That's my motivation for you this morning. Take that, be blessed and well. In it, Sissy Brown and I, we're going to come back up in here with the whole crew. Crystal and I, Ebony's back, Sean's back, and then we about to go. This is Kenny Smooth Morning Show on 92Q. Wake your butt up, man.
Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, Stephanie Mills. The BPC presents The Queens, 4 Legends, 1 Stage Tour. Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, and Stephanie Mills. The Queens, 4 Legends, 1 Stage. May 18th at Bridgestone Arena. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
Yeah, man. Tickets at Ticketmaster. You can get those tickets because that big show is coming up, and we'll give you a chance to win those tickets right here on the KSMS this morning. Like and subscribe to the page. Do it now. If you just got into the show for the first time, please subscribe. And if you, you've been rolling with us for a while, hit the like button so we can get our algorithms popping up in here. All right, let's get a time check.
Do you know what time it is? Do you know?
6:52 is the time right now. 54 degrees in Nashville. Fair skies today, a high of 89. But right now, it is time for...
Okay.
Hello, hell no. To the no. So a guy in Missouri got into a high-speed chase with the police. He told them when they, finally got up with him, he said he was just testing out his cousin's theory that the cops won't chase you if you drive over 100 miles an hour. They'll back off. They won't even chase you. Yeah, they chased him down 110 miles an hour, locked his ass right up, man. Hell no. His cousin set you out there, bruh. So, you're that whole thing in your head, you think that you want to get some money. You see a Brinks truck, and you go, ooh, I wish it would hit a bump, and then the back door open and money fall out. That really happened in Michigan. The money came out the back, Sean.
Yeah.
All over the place. $300,000 in cash. You know what people did. Got out their car and started scooping that damn money up. Of course. They was running, those pedestrians running in the street. They was grabbing that money, man, running up out of there. To this day, right now, that happened last week, they ain't recovered not $9 of that $300,000.
And they won't.
I'd be scared.
I would have been in the street. He's scared. I would have been in the street. Only God can do it.
You love to pin crimes on Jesus, don't you? You love to pin a crime on Jesus.
You've been praying for it, and here it came.
Dang, only God can answer prayers like this. Nobody but Jesus.
Okay.
You get you an attorney. Okay, Southwest Airlines, man, cutting up again. There was a flight from Philly to Chicago. They had a rough flight because, the plane started to land, and so when you get ready to land, they don't let you get up and walk around. You got to sit down, no using the bathroom, nothing. So this woman got mad at him, and so she pulled her stuff down, man, and did number 2 right there in the seat. Right where she was sitting
Why
at.
she wait until then? She
I'm
could have
like,
just went
why
before
you
that.
got to do all of that, man? And I'm sitting right next to you, bro. Hell no.
She would have got kicked.
nervous.
I would have kicked her out
She
her seat
probably
if I
got
was sitting
nervous
next
when
to
they
her.
said we
You
finna
would have kicked out
land.
the seat.
Yeah. If I'm sitting there and you finna pull it down your pants, no, you getting kicked. I'm kicking you out the seat.
And then having her arrested for assault.
Hell no again. Doctor in Scotland secretly recorded co-workers naked when they were in the exchange room. He claimed in court that he did it because he believes he has small junk, and he wanted to compare his junk to what everybody else is working with and packing. Newsflash, doctor, if you got to do all that, it's little. Hell no.
If it take 3 fingers and not a whole hand, you're laughing.
Oh, wow. That is true.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
a
true.
difference in how you hold it.
Thanks for the visual. I
Appreciate that.
wasn't even thinking about that.
I love that.
Didn't need a visual. We was fine with what we had.
It's
I
all
thought we
about
was
the
cool.
measurements.
I thought we was cool.
Yeah, we
but
was good.
Now we're thinking about other things. Anyway, final story. A woman in China, she claims that she got oral herpes from holding a karaoke mic too close to her mouth and face. Yeah, I mean, it was a mic and it was too close, but it wasn't no karaoke mic, man. Hell no, man.
That's crazy.
No,
She just saying anything.
it's anything. We don't believe you. Not at all. It's the KSMS, man. Good Monday morning to you guys. So real quick, though, how was your weekend, sis?
My weekend was good. Till my phone died yesterday, so I'm waiting on a new phone. But other than that, I judged a pageant for the Elks. It was a scholarship pageant for young ladies. And that was really, really fun. And then we celebrated a birthday Saturday. But it was just a relaxing weekend till my phone died. So, and you know what? I wasn't even mad about it. It was crazy. I was like, you know what? Maybe God said, hold on, man. You've been on this phone too much. If you ain't going to sit it down, I'm going to sit it down for you.
That could have been it.
And I accept that. So I'm just like, but I do have Tino's phone he gave me. But this is just in case somebody needs to call me.
Down.
So I'm not using it. But yeah, today or tomorrow, I'll get a new phone.
What about you, Sean? How'd
But
it go?
like Sean said, thank God it didn't happen when I left for my cruise on Thursday.
Right.
Oh, I would be sick.
Yeah, you would be
I'd be buying a
distraught.
phone in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
I would. I would buy one.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I'd buy one.
They got different sim chips and stuff over there, though, don't they?
Just something, like the little
They
flip ones.
They do, but
They work?
most Sims are universal now.
Okay.
So
What you got, Sean? How was your weekend?
it was good. It was good. On Saturday, I went to It's Giving Global. They do DJ parties all over the city, and it was more of a Latin music inspired at the Flamingo Cocktail Bar, which I'd never been to before. Really liked that place.
Yeah, it's nice.
It was awesome. So I was there on Saturday, and then a friend of mine got married yesterday. Congratulations to Philip Woods and Lindsay. They got married. So I was in Lebanon yesterday for their wedding. So it was an eventful weekend. I was trying to go see Sinners, but I haven't got a chance to see it yet. I got to go see that.
Yeah, I want to see
What
that
y'all
too.
have at the, what was on the dinner at the reception?
Salad, green beans. They had some
Very healthy.
roast beef. They had some baked chicken. Philip is a trainer, so the food's going to be. But it was all good. It was all all of it was good. Nothing was bad. Everything was good.
Did you dance the bachata?
On Saturday, no, I watched people, but I was like, even JoJo was trying to encourage me because he was out there dancing. I said, I'm not that comfortable yet. Let me practice a little bit more at home, because there were some people out there really just dancing,
Getting into it.
And then the thing about it is, if you're standing there by yourself, they'll come grab you, come dance with me. Yes. Another friend of ours went with
That's
us.
that
And,
Latin fire.
yeah, they were dancing with everybody, but you saw there's black people, tons of white people there that was dancing better than some of the Hispanics. I was like, damn. So yeah,
That is exercise too.
yeah, for sure. They were doing all kinds of dances, but it was
Heart
fun.
rate.
I'm definitely going to continue. It's Giving Global. They do a lot of cool
What's
stuff,
Giving
different types of
Global?
events all over the city. So I like them.
What about you, Ebony? How was your vacation?
It was fun. I had a great time. Went out to Orange Beach. Definitely enjoyed just being out there in the sun and the beach and then the good weather. Took the dogs out with us. Wesley and Champ's first road trip. I got to get my car cleaned out. But, to each his own. And it was just, it was a really fun time with my family. And hey, I found this, and I got to show y'all this video. I got this really cool, skull. Don't judge me. And on the back of it, it's a broccoli. And then the front, of course, the skull. So it's like a vegan mind. I love it. I love it. I thought it was so cute. So I bought that.
So you got vegan jewelry.
And I did. I got vegan jewelry. I thought that was hilarious.
But it's a skull.
It's a skull. I gotta show you. I got a video. But yeah, that's how my weekend was.
Let me use one of your words.
Interesting.
Interesting. And what about you over there, Crystal?
I didn't do too much. I went back down there. I had 2 shows Saturday, so I went down there to see Arnez. He did his thing this weekend. And of course, I went to church Sunday. I don't be doing, now that I done skimmed back on the club, my life seems boring.
Oh.
No.
Unless I'm
you
doing.
can do other things to make up for that time.
For instance,
Go to church.
There you go.
listen, no. Because I'd be excited about church because I don't wear myself out on it. Now, I can't be one of them people that anytime the doors of the church is open, I'm
You
in
up
there
in there.
doing something. That's going to, wear me out to where and be like, I don't want to,
You don't want to go to
Wear out
Sunday.
your welcome.
Yeah, well, not wear out my welcome, them wearing out theirs in my space.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
I don't like being around. Okay, I don't know if I'm explaining this right.
No,
but
you are.
You don't like to be around people.
Okay, that's it.
That's it. I don't know why your ass was taking so long to get to
I
there.
think that,
It's okay.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, it's just like the different personalities and all that stuff. Like, it don't take much.
She don't like it.
Yeah,
She don't like it. She don't like people.
No.
What'd you do, Kenny?
Besides Friday over at Link, man, taking shots with 20-year-olds. So that was
Hold on, you got to change this because you're going to everybody same question.
20-year-olds.
20-somethings.
20-something
Because you keep saying 20-year-olds, everybody's going to
Yeah.
assume that they're not legal.
20-something-year-olds.
Over
People
21.
in their 20s.
Over
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, that works too.
Not
People
a
in their
20-year-old,
20s.
actually, because, that would be illegal.
Yeah, you're gonna.
It would.
Yeah.
You're gonna get links shut down.
Yeah, they'd be running up in there, kicking down the door.
That's what's going to get it? That's what's going to do it?
Because nothing else does. It's fine. It's good.
Yeah, so we got so we had that, and it was interesting, man. So we had a whole lot of fun with that over the weekend, and then really just helping out CJ going through her pacing. She's got a spot at the Apollo in New York.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty awesome.
Excited.
On Thursday, so just sitting there.
Is it gonna be streamed or anything?
I don't think so.
Are you gonna
comics
record
don't-
it?
Yeah, I probably will record it. But comics don't like to be recorded. They be like, man, you trying some people.
Yeah, because
I don't like it. People be
comics
stealing
steal
jokes.
They steal jokes, and like, I ain't even gonna
Don't
go
even
in
go
on
there.
that.
You got a story. I know you do. Everybody got one.
I'm gonna be quiet.
So
She
you
did.
guys are leaving on
leaving
Wednesday, and
Wednesday.
she performs on Thursday.
Performs on Thursday, and then Friday we're gonna chill. I think we're gonna scoot over to Jersey. Surprise
Go see
my
your family.
real quick.
So when's your last day?
No,
Wednesday.
tomorrow's
Tomorrow's his last
tomorrow
day.
for this week. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
and then Wednesday's my last day. Crystal.
You right. Thank you for letting me know. You right.
So
Yeah.
both of y'all will be gone before the week is
I
out.
said you was gonna be like hallelujah.
I don't want to praise break in your
But
face.
you don't have to.
I don't want to praise break in your face.
That's insane. Wow.
That's a whole lot.
Damn.
No, you ain't.
No,
No, you ain't. No, you
Excuse
ain't.
the hell out of me.
You are not
It's
joking.
not an apology. I'm joking. Praise break in your
She
face.
she was like,
Y'all wait until Thursday when y'all get on YouTube. She gonna be like, yeah, it's me, Sean.
they gonna
and
be up in here. They gonna be here playing.
Listen.
They gonna be in here playing break music. Only God can do it.
Only God can do it.
Yes.
No, I was joking. I just hope everybody have fun. I be real
Yeah.
jealous because I can't afford a vacation right now. But when I do, I'm gonna take pictures of everything. Even when I go to the bathroom, look, I'm in the bathroom and such and such.
Let's not do that.
I'm gonna take you on a Virgin cruise because I need you to go because with all these swingers and stuff, I just need to see your reaction. I just need to see with all these
It ain't
swingers
the
and stuff.
reaction you need to worry about. You need to worry about finding me when I find the right person.
I mean,
Cause I gonna disappear, baby.
You ain't
I
lying.
know it.
They be like, why you got all them pineapples on your back?
Well, we gonna put one of them. What's the things to track you with? We gonna put it somewhere on my body.
I have to put an air tag on
Yeah,
it.
air tag. We gonna have an air tag. I can get some earrings and make some air tag.
You can't go
earrings.
far. You'll be on the ship. You can't
What
go
a
far.
game.
You'll be in somebody's
Fine
room.
Crystal.
People have really come up missing on ships.
Yeah, they
though.
have.
They get tossed over. And
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
And here we
Listen,
go, 48 hours.
It ain't gonna happen. Alarms go off when somebody goes over the side of the ship.
Yeah, so
Oh,
they gotta
okay.
stop the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so then we got to deal with all that. Now no one dies. Are you ready to work that part?
What time
You ready to
is
do
it?
real talk? That thing that they
That
pay you
thing,
for.
yeah.
Did we do hell no already?
Yeah, we
We
did.
just ran through the whole thing.
Okay, let me get this.
Thank you.
It is cool.
Thank you, Sean.
Her little broccoli skull. It's interesting. It's cool though.
I appreciate it.
Stop
All right,
laughing.
you ready? Real talk, please.
Real talk. Let's get real. Let's get straight.
Let's get it.
Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Let's get straight.
Welcome to Real Talk. And Christopher and I is going to break this thing down for you. What you got for him, Chris?
Okay, now y'all know I really ain't a football fan, but I have been paying attention at what's been going on with Shedeur.
Right.
And with Shedeur, I feel like that boy caused a whole bunch of mess, and he knew what he was doing. Jax Albridge. Am I saying it right? It's his name. His daddy is in the football stuff too. Anyway, but like I said, if his daddy really didn't know, that means Jax is a meddling ass, and he was doing something he had no business. And then on top of that, for you to record yourself and let it be found, let me know that you're a little bit slow. Okay? But my thing is, you have to feel some kind of jealousy towards Shedeur to do something like that, because I'm sure that you done heard your dad talk about how good Shedeur is, and you don't even play football, so you're feeling less than. Okay? And to even show your mental capacity, you're mad at making prank calls while this boy is sitting over there waiting to be drafted, and y'all are only a year apart. Okay? Now that they ready to kick your ass, Jax, now you want to make this ugly apology that I don't think that really was you. I think somebody wrote that for you because it sounds too intelligent from somebody that makes prank calls at the worst time. Now, what advice I do have for you next time, if you don't want to get caught, don't post it on IG or nowhere else because IG is worse than the FBI.
Yeah, they will track you down.
If it has ever been on the internet, they are going to find it. Okay? Next time, mind your business and go become something for yourself. That's my real talk.
Real talk up ahead this morning. Crystal with an eye, holding it down. We're going to keep things rolling because we got to get into some get down information. Sissy Brown with the hot tea. Pour it up.
Stand back, because this tea is hot.
Blow it up, blow it up.
Time for the Get Down with Sissy Brown on the Kenny Smooth Morning Show.
So I told y'all last week about Snoop Dogg and NBC inking a deal together. Well, now he's got an upcoming biopic that's going to be on the big screen, not on TV, not on Peacock, nothing like that. It's going to the big screen. So make sure that you guys look out for that. And he also is going to be on the small screen because he's going to start back doing the voice, which I thought he was very good at that. He's not really a singer type of person, more of a performer, but he had some good ones last time. So we get to check that out again. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter and the Rodeo Chitlin Circuit Tour. Yes, that is the name of her concert. It kicks off tonight in Los Angeles. If you guys want to go that might not be here in this area, $58 gets you tickets in the nosebleed section. And that's a good price because before it wasn't $58.
No, it wasn't.
It was more. So you guys want to go check her out. She's got 32 dates in the United States and Europe, and it runs through July.
The Chitlin Circuit starts in L.A.? Okay.
Yes, at SoFi Stadium.
Yeah, it's weird.
Don't advertise chitlins and you ain't going to have none. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Now
Go
you
ahead.
know.
Go ahead.
That would be something if
They
That's what
actually
she
served
needs
them at
to
the
do if
concert.
she really want to sell some tickets.
that would be something.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know if that would sell the tickets.
No, she doesn't.
That's
It
just
would not
gross.
sell the
Definitely push it
ticket.
over the top.
All right, I'm making
Ain't
up
but you
stuff.
and two other people in the world eating them damn things.
It smelled like black people's house for the holidays.
Right. Nasty.
Shedeur Sanders got a prank phone call this past weekend. It was in the third round because everybody was already surprised that he hadn't gone yet. But again, too, that made it where people were watching. There was so many more viewers because of that going into the third, fourth, and fifth rounds
It sure
because
was.
he wasn't drafted yet. And listen to the call that he got.
You guys, for the past 3
Well, that was the
Don't worry
wrong
about
one.
it. Don't worry about it. We got it coming up.
Yeah. It's got it coming up because clearly that didn't show what he wanted to show.
Well, the Falcons, Jeff Ulbrich is the coach of the Falcons, and his son is the one that was part of it. And his son apologized, saying that his actions were completely inexcusable, embarrassing, and shameful. And then the Falcons coach said that we offer our sincere apologies to Shedeur Sanders and his family. And the Atlanta Falcons do not condone this behavior. So now, when the Cleveland Browns play the Atlanta Falcons, I hope they whoop their ass.
So this man might lose his job behind this or no?
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
But, I don't know because they were trying to figure out how they got his number because Shedeur Sanders changed his number for the
Right.
draft specifically. So he had to have some type of connection to get the number. I think wherever he got the number from, that person might be in trouble.
I do have the audio if you want to hear it.
Let's check it out.
It's been a long wait, man.
No, for sure.
We're gonna take you with our next pick right here, man.
Yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
But you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
And I know he was like, okay, like, what?
Why did you call?
He said,
Yeah.
and then everybody in the back's like, let's go. But no, you wasn't going nowhere yet, Shedeur. But I think, God's timing is everything. So we'll see. Hopefully he'll have a Tom Brady season. Tom Brady went in the 7th round.
Yes, he did.
Shedeur went in the 5th. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, man, you
That's a
said
good
you
down.
want to follow behind your hero because that's one of his football heroes for sure. It's
I know
Tom
his
Brady,
daddy
so.
need to mind his business.
I'ma
Because that
break-
boy still grown.
Yeah, he is. You
And
know what I'm
Dad
saying?
said, Dad had some stuff to say. That's what was
Yeah.
messed up. When he went on interviews and stuff, it was like, dude, that
Yeah.
was not smart.
It was some things too that was said, and I give it a little more insight too on. But you don't hear me though. That's going to happen later on.
I think it's probably a really good idea when you got kids going into the NFL, the NBA. I think you honestly truly need to stay out of it because your influence, like a LeBron James or Deion Sanders, your influence, it could be good or bad, honestly and truly. So I think if you really want. Because who was in there, when you were trying to come up? Nobody was doing
Nobody
that
was
for
in there for
you.
you.
Did it on your own. So I think you honestly need to let your kids do it on your own. Don't try to influence where you're going or how things happen because it could really impact it negatively.
Yeah, you
and
can
it puts a
guide
lot of
them.
extra pressure on that kid too. Like, you need to let them do what they need to do on their own.
You're like right now in this space that we're in, this space and time, you're going to see a lot more of these kids that are good and get ready to get these opportunities, like LeBron's son, Deion's son, stuff like that. You're going to see it's going to be happening a lot more.
Yeah,
people that play for the NFL, play for the NBA, in Major League Baseball, and the parents. I guess for me, I think the NFL said, you know what, let's put a lesson in here right now.
Yeah,
because this gate's about to open, bust wide open, and if we let Deion set the pace, all of them parents are going to come in here and act their ass when they come in here, try to strong arm. Yeah. And this is our league. This ain't your league.
Right.
So they almost, in some ways, I feel like they might feel like they had to do something, because if they didn't, they come the next crop next year and the next year and the next year, because that ain't gonna. It's not going to stop.
No.
More and more kids are. These guys are of those ages where their kids are 20, 23, and 22, and they're in the football and. But some of the guys, I think Sister mentioned somebody's name up here earlier, and you were right about that. They didn't do all of that. They just let him go make his own way.
Yeah, they were their sons, but you didn't. They weren't being coached by their dad.
Yeah, and they don't need to be. They don't need to be, honestly and truly.
Deion had to find a way to stand 10 toes behind his son because he can't do it, literally. He had to find a way.
She's on a roll today, y'all.
She's on a waka. Tip your bartenders and your waitresses, please. She's going to be here all morning. Oh my God. You know what? Can you put your readers on, please? Because I would like to do some birthdays.
Let me get to these damn folks.
She's so giggly.
And then Sean's got some news.
Okay.
You ready?
Make sure I'm on the right one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's celebrate your birthday. It's your birthday. Clap it for your birthday. It's your birthday. Clap it for your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Monday morning, celebrating birthdays up in here. Crust with an eye. What you got?
Celebrity birthdays. We got Jessica Alba. She is 44. Big Gip is 52. I don't know who that is, but we gonna go with it.
Good him out.
All right. I know who it is. Too Short is 59, and Jay Leno is 75. That's probably why they said he bombed at the last show with Arsenio.
Wow.
Anyway,
damn.
Local birthdays: Vivi Finley, Patricia Panky Jordan, Justin Webster, Leisha Clark, and Howard C. Young III. And your winner of tickets to experience the National Museum of African American Music is Yolanda McKnight.
Yes, indeed.
Yolanda. Hey.
Happy birthday to you, Yolanda here. And around here, we believe that when it's your birthday,
you should have cake.
It's on your birthday. You should get you some cake on your birthday. You should get you some cake on your birthday. Get you some cake on your birthday. Happy birthday to you from all of us here at the Kenny Smooth Morning Show. And today is
International Pay It Forward Day, National Kiss Your Mate Day,
okay.
and Clean Comedy Day, which I can't celebrate that because none of my comedy is clean. But for
yes,
you,
it is.
clean,
You did it at the church.
You did it at the church house.
Yeah, the Lord had to be involved.
Yeah. Because you put her in a regular venue, it's going to be a problem.
Regular venue, it's going to be, but, kiss your mate if you got one because it's your day to kiss.
Indeed. Happy birthday to you guys from all of us here at the Kenny Smooth Morning Show. We got to get into this next segment right now. We got a little news for you to break down, and Sean Good is going to hook us up with that. You ready, sir?
Let's go.
Let's break it down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Potential cuts to health funding are concerns for leaders here in Tennessee. I'll have that for you in just a moment. But first, parts of Middle Tennessee and most of Kentucky could see a few strong, severe thunderstorms this week. The Storm Prediction Center has placed a Category 1 marginal risk for over Nashville and parts of northern and western Middle Tennessee and southern Kentucky. Meanwhile, a Category 2 slight risk remains from roughly Clarksville north and west. The three main threats are damaging winds, hail, and very low chance of a tornado forming. 11 people are dead and multiple others injured after a car plowed through the crowd at a festival in Vancouver, British Columbia. The incident took place on Saturday at a neighborhood block party called La Pour Festival.
Level 4.
Okay. Local people said a 30-year-old suspect, a Vancouver man, was arrested at the scene. Middle Tennessee will soon get a little noisier thanks to a 17-year-old brood of cicadas that is coming and is set to emerge. Now, this brood, which Middle Tennesseans will start to see between late April and early May, last emerged in 2008, and I remember them clearly. Yeah, when they emerge, they will shred their exoskeletons within a few hours. That's when the loud singing they're known for starts, and the sound is tied to mating. So all that loud noise is all about mating.
This is late April, so this is talking about
now.
So
anytime now. George Santos, the disgraced former representative from New York, was expelled from Congress. He has been sentenced today, here recently, 87 months in prison for wire fraud and identity theft. Now, Santos, who famously conned his way into Congress by lying about his life, his qualifications, was found guilty for using stolen identities to commit financial fraud. He has until July 25th to report the federal prison, and must also pay like $370,000 in restitution. So that's pretty bad. And finally, some leaders in Tennessee are expressing concerns over potential cuts to health funding following an announcement from the Trump administration. The administration indicated it may cut $11 billion in grants from the Department of Health and Human Services. Sources say the potential cuts could significantly impact Tennessee's health funding. However, the exact amount Tennessee's might lose remains unclear. I think the number that they're kind of flowing around is roughly between $300 and $400 million we could potentially lose.
Just in Tennessee.
Just in Tennessee. Wow. That's top 5 things you need to know. For more news, go to 92qnashville.com.
Man. Tennessee can't take $300 million.
No, we can't.
You can't take that.
A lot of that is around Medicaid and Medicare. A lot of that funding goes in towards that. So, and also helps with drug programs and things like that. So you remove all that, and you have a big problem, especially when trying to get people off of drugs and rehabilitate. When you don't have that funding, you don't have the people to do that. And
that's how they gonna get them zombies.
You could sell some weed. Get a surplus.
You could.
That's a thing.
You could make it legal.
But,
and then I'm going to have friends out of a job.
You know what? We got to get into this right now. Get y'all updated on what we're going to be talking about on today's What You Said.
And what you said.
What you said.
What you said.
What you said.
Yes, our favorite part of the show. We get to hear from you, YouTube. When you're ready to respond and put your answer down, just type it in the chat box. What's the scenario?
So what's the scenario? One of my great friends invites me to dinner often, and I keep coming up with vague excuses why I cannot come to her house. The reason for my reluctance is her poor kitchen hygiene. The fridge always has old food and spillage, and her kitchen counters and sink are littered with dirty dishes and leftovers. Her pets are all over the place, and she doesn't wash her hands before cooking. I have helped her clean her kitchen many times while visiting, thinking she perhaps just needed guidance. But her old habits stick because when I come back, it's back to how she keeps it. She finally asked me why I never accept her invitations, and I told her. And I was totally honest. I guess it hurt her feelings so much. I haven't heard from her at all. No phone calls, no more weekly visits. I've called her, but no answer. She's one of my best friends, and I feel bad, but I had to be honest. Should I have kept it to myself or done it differently? I just want my old friend back. What do I do?
So your friend got a nasty kitchen and keep inviting you to come over to eat her food. And there's plates all over the place, dogs, cats, and everything running around, and she don't wash her hands.
Everything.
It's the additives, like the way he
the dogs, cats, everything running
everything
around.
that's running around, dirty hands, dirty dishes. Come on, son.
She's just funky.
So she went in there and told her, hey.
Both her kitchens now.
No, I'm not coming over to eat. She keep avoiding them, keep avoiding the lady. And, so now she finally broke it down and said, hey, this is why I ain't coming over to eat, man. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. And after she did that, the girl kind of ghosted her, and she didn't talk to her, and she just wants her friend back. So she like, should she have handled it? This is a question for you, YouTube. Should she have handled it another way? Should she have just been quiet about it? Or she could have just kept helping without a whole lot of just back and forth talk. How should she have dealt with this situation? That's what we want to know from you, YouTube. 615-737-9292 if y'all want to call, let us hear your voice. Or please just type it in right there in the chat box. We can read. Well, yeah, we can read a little bit.
A little bit.
So text your information in the chat box. All right, there you go. So now you guys stick around because we're going to be getting some calls here.
Getting them now.
And we'll be answering those calls, but you don't hear me, though, on the Kenny Smooth Morning Show.
All right, here's first call.
Here we go. 92Q, good morning. What you see?
Good morning, good morning. Good morning to the best radio show in the land.
Man, what's happening with you, brother?
Man, so I just chuck up the deuces. I ain't eating in nobody nasty house, kitchen, or whatever. We've been friends that long. You know, as a friend, and you my best friend, if I'm being honest with you, you know it's coming out of love. If I done helped you cleaned up your kitchen, trying to teach you some pointers this late in life, and you still ain't getting it, nah, baby, I'm just going to chuck up the losses and go on and go. That's why I don't eat at people's houses.
I know that's right. Thank you, boss. 92Q, good morning. What you said?
She didn't do anything wrong. Nobody coming over to somebody's house is nasty. They good friends. I mean, the truth hurts. She knows now. Go to the Dollar General store and get you some Dawn and start cleaning up. I mean, it is what it is.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. 92Q, good morning. What you said?
Yes, she should have told her. Unless she wanted salmonella poisoning.
Oh, damn.
Why do you keep going over to your house? The woman has cleaned your kitchen several times, so you're not getting the hint. And then she finally told you, baby, you nasty. Like, don't keep doing this part. And to get her friend back, if she's not returning your call, she wasn't really your friend, now was she?
Wow.
You done helped her all you could. Come on, stop being nasty.
All right.
Thank you, girl.
Nasty, all those dishes over there.
Thank you,
Thank
Mama.
you.
Appreciate you. 92Q, good morning. What you said?
Good morning, Diane. Just because
Hey, hold on, baby. You got to turn that radio down. I can't hear nothing you saying.
She did right.
All right, here we go.
She did right from the show. She did the right thing. Now she want her best friend back talk to her. Now her best friend no. If she means that much to you went that far to tell her her hygiene in her kitchen is not comfortable.
All right.
So
Thank you, Mama.
tell her.
92Q, good morning. What you said?
Good morning.
What can I?
I'm gonna say it's better to hear from a friend than somebody else. And you know what? If I'm your friend and I can't be straight with you, I don't need to be your friend. You can get mad all you want to, it might hurt your feelings. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you the truth. You nasty, you nasty.
All right.
Ain't got nothing to do with our friendship.
All
Nothing to
right.
do with that kitchen. All right. Thank you, Mama.
Thank you.
I heard something about sweet tea. I didn't understand what
I don't
the lady
know what
was
the
saying.
hell that one. No idea.
That one lady had, I don't know, she had this radio compression or something going. She was just, it's weird.
Crazy.
Da, 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 da.
How much time we got, Sean?
No time.
Who
Y'all about to go.
about to go?
Y'all. Your comment.
Oh, I'm like, what you mean? Okay, yeah. After.
Yeah.
Then I go out. Okay. She said she talking in cursive. Sir said she was talking in cursive. Ooh, big kid. Why it ain't showing up on the thing?
I don't know. That's what I was looking at. Because I was going like this, and it says QQK.
Yeah, none of them was showing up.
I'm looking at
That's crazy.
text.
Switching over.
Man, what you said?
What you said?
What you said?
What you said?
615-737-9292 is the phone number. Also, join us on the YouTube channel right now. Hit us up on YouTube at 92Q Nashville. And don't forget to like, subscribe when you get there. What did they say on the text, sis?
Cassandra said, real friends tell the truth even when it doesn't want to be heard. Tanya Washington said, one of the things that makes a person a great friend is the ability to tell the truth or accept the truth no matter how bad it hurts. Your friend will reach out to you again, and if not, so be it. You didn't say anything with ill will or bad intentions. Kia said, you're a good friend. If she is too, then she's getting over the shame that others can see the same thing she sees. But now she can't ignore it. She has to fix it. And if she wants to, she will. In the meantime, if you pray for her mental clarity and her strength.
All right. 615-737-9292 for your comments on today's What You Said. What do you think, Sean?
I mean, I'm just going to be, if it's my best friend, if it's my friend, I'm going to tell you. And you're going to know I'm going to tell you because I would expect you to do the same thing to me. So I think that's just where your friendship now. If you're going to get that bent out of shape because your friend called you out on what you know.
And what you asked.
Yeah. Because you know it's wrong. Because I helped you before.
Right.
And then now you back doing the same stuff again. So you know it's a problem. So why would you get mad? Because they called you out on it again. Like, you got in your feelings for no apparent reason. So I would, are we really close friends? Like, can I not talk to you? Because if I can't have these conversations with you, makes me question, our friendship is it really that strong for you to just kind of write me off like that when I'm telling you the truth when we've already been down this road before? So maybe you're embarrassed because you just don't know how to. You're embarrassed because that you went back to that. But talk to me. Maybe we can figure out something else to help you. Maybe you can afford to get somebody to clean it for you. Maybe you're just not good at doing it yourself, and that's fine. But I'm just not gonna come over there and eat when you're not washing your hands and not cleaning your kitchen. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Your pets is in there.
Can't do it.
What are you thinking, Crystal?
I will say this, and I want to put this as a side note. All dirty houses are not due to laziness or uncleanliness. Some dirty houses, people suffer from depression, and that's something they do. They sit in there, they unmotivated to move, clean up and stuff. So every time you see a nasty house, just don't think it's because some people be going through stuff. Anyway.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been mad if she told me because it don't take a genius to figure out if my friend coming over here more eager to clean up my kitchen than I am, then obviously she trying to tell me something. You didn't catch them hints. So she had to say it to you personally, So I wouldn't have been mad. You can't be mad at her for not wanting to come over there. Certain people got certain standards for where they eat at. And even if you don't clean up the rest of your house, your kitchen and your bathroom are two of the main things that's always supposed to be clean. Regardless, you can shut your bedroom door. But I'm not trying to have no roach raisins in my food, okay? And if you don't clean your kitchen, then I don't trust your kitchen, okay? And that's all I got to say.
All right, there you go. 615-737-9292 is the phone number. You can call that in. You can text that in. Of course, you can join us on our social media chats right now on our YouTube channel at 92Q Nashville. You're listening to Nashville's live and local Kenny Smooth Morning Show.
Waking up with Kenny Smooth. Kenny Smooth in the morning.
That's what I said, Keisha. All unclean houses ain't just because they nasty. I've run into people that suffer from I go through it sometimes to where, and it's even harder for me sometimes because I don't invite people over my house. So I don't be caring sometimes, but
okay.
Go ahead.
No, I wasn't interrupting you. I was just looking like, because see, ain't nothing up there, but there's a call over here.
Yeah, I don't know. Something just unhinged on that. I was going to ask about that, but I had to check that out.
Yeah. So I love it. I used to go through depression like it, where during COVID, it was 2-3 weeks. I didn't get up out of my bed unless I had to use the bathroom and lay back down. I didn't.
All right, now they're back. Here we go.
92Q, good morning. What you said?
Good morning. The friend does not return the phone call. She being immature. Because the girlfriend went over to her house, helped her clean her kitchen, and is back to being nasty. The friend has a nasty kitchen should get the hint why the girlfriend does not want to come over She already helped her clean her kitchen twice, at least.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
92Q, good morning. What you said?
Yes, I think she should have most definitely told her friend, because if they're friends, best friends, her friend should have already known, no, she's not going, she's not nasty, she doesn't do that. So they probably need to learn each other a little bit better and help each other grow in the cleanliness area.
All right, thank you.
I agree with y'all. It is real, but I also, and I'm going to play the advocate, because I've known a few people that had depression issues and they take the medicine, go to the doctors and everything, and that was kind of an excuse for everything. Oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm depressed. And I feel like, and I get it. I totally do. Because like I said, even my little niece is going through this right now. But sometimes that's an excuse for people.
I've seen some people that use it as excuse.
Yeah, I've
even
seen
when they're
a
dealing with
few.
some stuff. I've seen it before.
It's because I'm depressed. Like, you're very cognizant of the fact you're depressed, which most people are because they get diagnosed. But everything that doesn't go right in your life, don't use depression as your excuse. And I had to tell my niece that. I had to just be real with her. Like, stop saying that.
Yeah.
My car is broke. Well, it's been 3 weeks since I've got my car fixed. It's because I'm depressed. No, you go to work you do everything else. You go to work, you get your check, you pay your bills, but because your car is broke, that one thing is because you're depressed? No, ma'am. We had to get that together.
Right. It's true.
But I totally agree with everything Crystal said and what you said, Keisha. It is a real thing. And I've seen the opposite, too, where you just can't, like she said, because my ex-best friend, who is now not my best friend because she feels like I wasn't there for her because she stayed in the house the whole COVID and I didn't go sit in the house with her, that was what she did. COVID took her out. She was depressed. She just couldn't function because she was like an outside person, and so she was in. So I get where it is that too. But sometimes I used to be like, girl, get up. Come on. I fight depression. I do. Like, even with my daughter. I'm like, come on, we finna get up. We finna do this. We're not gonna just sit here and say, here, take your medicine and go to sleep. No, get up. Let's go do something. Let's go get our nails done. Let's go to the park. Let's go read a book. Let's talk. What's going on or something.
And
I know
you
everybody
have somebody
is
to
not.
fight it with.
That's what I'm saying. I know everybody doesn't have that. That's what I was gonna say. Everybody don't have that, and I totally understand it. But I don't know.
I agree.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Everybody handles things differently.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a one size fit all.
It's not.
Sure.
Never has been. It won't ever be.
No, it can't be.
Keisha said, I've had multiple friends who stop cleaning when they're depressed. I just help them clean. And that's good that you have somebody.
Somebody.
I don't want y'all thinking I'm being insensitive or anything, but I've seen it. I've seen the depression in my family and my friends, and sometimes myself. I think I've gone through a few bouts of depression myself at times, but some of it, what's the word? Some of it's not like where you can't do anything about it. I'm trying to think of the word. Where you can, but you just choose not to.
Right.
Because you just are not in that space.
Hold on one second. Let me track this in.
Fun continues on the Kenny Smooth Morning Show on 92Q. Don't hold back. Tell Middle Tennessee how you really feel at 615-737-9292.
Well, now I'm going to wait because I didn't. Yeah. So we'll just wait now. Hang tight.
That's so great, Deanna.
Just do it live.
And that's what I was saying. People have depression, but then there's people that don't have nobody. So what do you do with that? But that's good that you have a family that be like, girl, get up.
All right, hang tight.
Don't hold back. Tell Middle Tennessee how you really feel at 615-737-9292.
everybody. Good morning. And I know it is a sensitive subject, guys, and I get it. And I really try to be cognizant of that because especially with Crystal and everything. But I know, it's real conversations that need to be had. I got a gift card and don't know how much I gave me. How you supposed to know how much this card is for?
Call the number or the website on the back of the card.
She gave it to us for judging, and I was like, I didn't want to be like, how much? How much is it? Because they don't say. Let's see here. Thanks, girl. I appreciate that coming from you. Thank you. I just don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
What the hell?
What the hell, Chris?
Jesus.
Oh, God, that scared me.
How dare you?
I was like, what is that noise?
The door hit the chair.
Okay.
Jesus.
I can't fix it, but unfortunately it's up. I fixed it on Instagram, but I can't fix it. I accidentally spelled her name with a Y.
Oh, my God.
versus an I.
Get out of here.
So,
Get out
on
of here.
Facebook.
I thought something serious would happen.
No.
Get out
Jesus.
of here.
God, that was weird.
Come slamming in here. And
I was like,
over
what is going on?
The chair was too close to the door, so when I pushed it over, it made
And
that
just brought
ruckus.
nothing but
So you
cigarette
came in, you
smoke.
thought it was going to swat like that.
Yeah, I thought it was
Right.
just gonna come by. I didn't know her chair was behind
and
it.
brought your cigarette smoke with you.
Yes.
Damn.
I'm over here coughing. I don't
Right.
like this.
Secondhand smoke?
Yeah.
I just got diagnosed with lung cancer.
Oh, God. was it that much smoke?
It's a lot of
It
smoke.
was enough to taint my clothes.
I wasn't the only one out there.
But you the only one that came in here.
Came in here.
You get on my damn nerves.
You stay out there with your work husband and y'all smoke up the city. Go, y'all keep doing that.
Man.
You was telling all the business.
Damn.
Dang.
Telling all my business.
He said, stay out there with your little work husband.
Right.
It's funny that you chose him as your work husband.
He chose me.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he chose me.
Hold on now.
All right, going back live. No other calls. No other callers.
Okay.
Man, what you said?
What you said?
What you said?
What you said?
615-737-9292 is the phone number. Also, our social media right now is YouTube, of course, around this time. We join every day around now at 92Q Nashville. What are they saying on the text, sis?
Monique said, nah, because you wouldn't be a friend if you can't be honest. She will be okay. It really is not in everybody to be clean, but don't expect me to want to eat out that nasty mess and you don't wash your hands. Mike said, if she cannot handle you being honest with her, then she's not a true friend. A true friend should be able to take the good, the bad, and the ugly. LaShondra says she'll get over it. Hey, LaShondra, where the money, girl? And if she don't, then maybe y'all weren't as close as you once thought. I haven't seen a LaShondra yet. That's it.
Okay. What do you think, sis?
I would have told her before she even asked me. If I'm going to your house and you're my friend and I walk in here, I'll be like, oh, girl, what the hell is going on in here? This is nasty. Come on, let's clean it up. I wouldn't even wait for her to ask me, why don't you want to come to my dinner? She's going to know when I walk in her house. If that's my friend, she said one of my best friends. Like everybody else has said, a real friend is going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real from you when I walk in the house. Ooh, what's that smell? Ooh, girl, get these dogs and cats out this kitchen. I would do all of that because that's nasty. That's just nasty. And like Crystal said, the bathroom and the kitchen. And if I'm in your kitchen and it looks like that, I'm not even going to ask to use your bathroom. I'm not even going to, I will hold it until I go home or until I go outside on the side of the road or something, but I'm not going in no nasty bathroom. But yeah, I would have said that all before, her feelings would have been hurt a long time ago. But I would have cleaned it up by helping her clean up. I wouldn't have just said it and I'm like, girl, you need some help? You want me to help you? Something, because this is nasty. Don't nobody want to eat in here. Your husband like this? Your kids are okay with this? Because you're grooming whoever's in your home to do the same thing that you're doing. And that's not cool. What you got, Kenny?
I don't think people use that phrasing best friend a little bit too loosely. Because if it's somebody that's in the best friend range, then you can always, keep it funky with them and tell them what it is. This is somebody that you trust. You got to have at least one person in your life that can tell you to sit down or tell you to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. You got to have at least one of those. And if I'm that person for you, I'm going to tell you, no, we're not finna eat up in here, and here's why, and break it down for you. Not only just help you, but, hopefully coach you through it, because that's and not only is it nasty, but it's dangerous for me. Maybe you built up a tolerance and an immune to being nasty. I have not any of those things. So I go in there, eat a piece of chicken. Next thing you know, I'm in Vanderbilt for the next 2 days. Food poisoning is real, man. If you ever had it, it is painful. It's an ugly bout, to let it pass through your body. So you better protect yourself. Hopefully in that situation, I think you did the right thing by saying it. And if she feel the way she feel about it, man, let her do what she got to do to, It ain't going to change the fact that your house and your kitchen, is nasty. That ain't going to change. So you don't have to work on that. And that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that.
Thank you guys for your comments. We appreciate it always. Thank you, YouTube, for chiming in. We really appreciate it. You're listening to Nashville's live and local Kenny Smooth Morning Show. What you see?
Waking up with Kenny Smooth in the morning.
Waking up with a Kenny Smooth.
Salt and pepper made it too.
Now y'all told me not to do those, so I didn't put that in to get down. Y'all say y'all don't like the lists.
Not that. That's important. I'm talking about them friendly, like the top, something Billboard, blah blah blah. That's pointless stuff. This is Rock and Roll Hall of Fame stuff.
Wait, like what? Now, give me an example. You talking about? You said Billboard.
You'll have a thing that'll say a countdown of the top 10 soundtrack songs of all time.
The best female rappers.
Not even that one. That may be
that's
something
confusing. Kenny.
Okay, well. How about,
so it's this, but not that. Which ones are you speaking of?
It's not going to be written out so you can just go like a robot and do it. You're going to have to use some discretion, and maybe a conversation will be needed to be had.
Okay.
But but it's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions are not countdowns at all. They're inductions to the biggest music Hall of Fame in the world. So that should have we can do those.
But no countdowns.
And I mean the pointless. I'm even gonna call them pointless, but let's say they're doing the top 100, songs of soundtracks ever made. Like, that's cool, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but if you're doing something that's monumental, that's gonna be recognized around the world, yeah, we probably should. That's not a count. That's not a countdown. I don't know how you mixed that up with a countdown.
I didn't, but every time I do something like that, y'all say we're not going to do those because that's why I was asking for an example because the only ones I've done is like the top rappers. I mean the top females, and then I did the Billboard for the number one rapper, the rappers, just like the female rappers, and then the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because I remember specifically it was after a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame one that y'all were like, okay, we need.
It was after one of them countdowns.
Okay, I'll just ask.
Let's play you, but you don't hear me though. Let's.
I'll just ask from now on.
Y'all ready for that?
I remember. All
right, YouTube, but you don't hear me though. Check it out.
But you don't hear me though. Brothers and sisters. But you don't hear me though.
Our people have a very serious problem.
But you don't hear me though. Brothers and sisters. But you don't hear me though.
Oh, I say again.
Shedeur Sanders not being picked up until the 5th round of the NFL draft is a story that's as old as America itself. I'll explain on today's edition of...
But you don't hear me though.
Many analysts and football fanatics were shocked that Shedeur Sanders was picked number 144 and in the 5th round of the NFL draft this year. He was slated to go as high as the first round and looked to be either the number 1 or 2 quarterback pick overall. However, Shedeur's problems have nothing to do with his talent and his abilities. His problems have something to do with his NFL Hall of Fame father and his personal confidence. Many in the NFL saw his confidence as a problem. The swagger was too bright. The confidence boiled over into arrogance. As a matter of fact, some of those who interviewed Shedeur during the NFL Combine, the thing right before the draft, took issue with Deion Sanders demanding that his son not play for certain teams. They didn't like that very much. Even though Archie Manning, the father of Peyton and Eli Manning, he did the same thing for his son. I'm going to just sit that right there and let it cook. Moving along, there's even a quote that states that some NFL analysts felt that Shedeur Sanders made them feel small. Wow. A young man not too many years out of his teens made the NFL feel small. Think about that for a second. Look, man, the response that Shedeur Sanders got was something that would break his spirit, and it's as old as America itself. They used to call it buck breaking during slavery times, when a young man was too strong or too arrogant or looked like he would push back a little. They did something in a very public setting for everyone to see to break his spirit. I won't mention some of those things that they did. A little too graphic for me on this show. You have to go look that up. But what Shedeur Sanders went through was a 2025 version of that, and it's no different than what happened to Colin Kaepernick or Muhammad Ali or Kyrie Irving. When you get too far out of line, measures will be taken in a very public way to break your will. The trickle-down effect of doing this to Shedeur will affect the next crop of sons with their fathers that played in the NFL that step up for draft day. They will have Shedeur, the once first rounder who went in the 5th round, to think about. Did the NFL's tactic work? Time will tell. But you don't hear me, though.
But you don't hear me, though.
All right.
Don's nephew is a Seattle Seahawk. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Girl.
That's dope, man.
That's all I was asking. Are you a Seattle fan now? Don, you're not a football fan, huh? Or are you? You might be. I'm assuming. Let me stop.
All right. 8:12 break. It's Coco Jones. Here we go. The time is 8:09.
Coco Jones. Here we go. 8:09. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
92Q Nashville's R&B and throwbacks. Coco Jones. Here we go.
What time is it?
8:09 is the time right now. It's 57 degrees in Nashville. It's going to be fair skies today. A high of 89 degrees. Text that national keyword BAD to 95819 for your chance to go see Nelly and friends in LA. Text BAD to 95819. Good luck. I'm thankful though, Sean.
Yeah.
Something. It's better than nothing.
That is true.
Have y'all got tickets to my show yet or no? Is somebody coming to see the 5th Queen?
Let's do that last. We got the last break.
They on sale. Nah.
Final break of the day. Here we go. Backside of Kevin Ross, Love in the Middle. All right, you two folks, we're going to bounce up out of here and let you guys get the rest of your day. We're going to do the same thing, too, and wrap up this show. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Have a good one, y'all.
Deuces. Love you guys.
Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Tony said you still brown. That tan was good.
It was.
Love y'all.
It was. Great tan.
Love y'all. Buy my bookies. I know y'all love y'all.
Bears fan. Oh, yeah, you are a Bears fan, Don.